Hello there everyone, welcome to Dragontail Tarot. My name is Ariel and this is your August 2021 astrology forecast. This is going to give you a basic breakdown of what's going on in the planets and energies that will be happening for the month of August, not October, I was about to say October, of August 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm always appreciative of you spending your time and energy here on the channel, and if you have not yet done so, I do encourage you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Let's go ahead and get into this, guys. We're just going to take a look at what's happening. Here is our astrology chart, our big wheel of the zodiac, as we start what's coming up for August the 1st. This is printed for August the 1st, 2021. I'm going to show you what we're starting out with for the month and of course let you know where we're progressing throughout the course of the month. We're starting out the month of August with the Sun in its most happy position. That is in dynamic, fiery, playful, theatrical Leo right there. Always happy when the Sun is in Leo because Leo is ruled by the Sun, and that is very well expressed through that energy. This is a time when most of us feel a little more optimistic, playful, outgoing. Definitely the extrovert, being the star of our show, maybe putting on some kind of performance, some kind of artistic display. This is definitely the time where we shine very brightly. Happy birthday as well to all the Leo folks out there who will be celebrating a birthday during the month of August. The Sun also comes in strongly this month in a conjunction. That means it's 10 degrees or less apart from another planet. The Sun is in a conjunction to Mercury, our planet of communication and thought, and it is also in that wildly popular and optimistic sign of Leo. So I would say this is a time where we're really speaking from the heart, coming from our passions, bright, bold, dynamic colors. If you are artistic or creative in any way, this is certainly a time to flourish. People are not going to be more fine-tuned in the intellect, right? They're really speaking from the heart, from the passions, because Leo and Mercury, that's where it speaks from. It's really not so worried about all the little details and all the little itty-bitty stuff. It speaks from the heart, from its creative sense, from its bright personality. The only thing that you can say about Leo that you have to be careful of is that it is a sign of ego awareness and consciousness. So don't let your pride get in the way of good things. Make sure that you're taking care of that part of yourself. Instead, let healthy self-worth and pride in good work and effort take the spotlight. So also looking into what we're starting out with here for the month of August, we have Mars and we have Venus. Venus, of course, our planet of love and romance, and Mars, our planet of dynamic, masculine aggression, forward movement, and action. These are both going to be starting out in the sign of Virgo this month, and Virgo is all about service to humanity, taking good care of your needs and others' needs. It's a very, very healing sign as well, so this would be a great time to really organize, to get some things done around the house or in your health world, taking good care of your personal physical body and also the physical body of others, getting enough sleep, eating well, making sure you're drinking enough water. All of those things are very integral to the sign of Virgo. So I would say that your best dynamic action and aggression, assertiveness would be definitely directed in that area of health, organization, community effort, doing something that's good for the whole of everyone. In love and romance, it may be a little bit challenging simply because Venus has a tougher time when it's expressed through Virgo, because it is very critical of itself. It can really overthink things. That's the biggest thing you really have to be careful of with Virgo energy, is that it can overthink, it can overanalyze, it can get way too into its head about little bitty details. So guys, just pay attention to that. Try to be as spontaneous as possible while at the same time being practical and organized in your love and relationships. You might also have a lot of planning or things to do in a personal relationship as well. You might be getting organized to either get a house together, get married, do something that's got that element of taking care of some paperwork or some contractual agreements as well. So that can be possible during this time. We do start out the month with the moon starting out at the last degrees of Taurus, and that has come out of a conjunction with the sign Uranus. We will get more into that motion later as we go through the cycle. So let's go ahead and talk about what's happening for the movements of August in the astrology. So on Sunday, we have the new moon joining us in the sign of Leo. That is going to be a wonderful new time of passionate beginnings. Anything that really involves your heart and your heart center, your heart chakra, and again, those creative pursuits and passions. Anyone that is creative or has any kind of flair whatsoever for the arts is really going to do well with the new moon in Leo. That's a 2-week cycle that brings us greater progress, greater motion forward, and I would say that it really gives us a new beginning on our personality. If you've really been rebuilding yourself, working on who you are, being a better person, this gives you a chance to put all of that on display and start to become that new being, because Leo is, to me, very much about the power of personality, the power of our charisma, the power of, the way that we shine our light out into the world. Mercury, our planet of communication, will be moving out of Leo, sorry. It starts out in Leo and it moves into Virgo on Wednesday the 11th. So, our mind will go from being as, colorful and heart-based to a little bit more detailed, a little more organized. So I would say there's a little bit of a balance going on here for part of the month between the energies of Leo and Virgo. Very interesting because, of course, Leo transits into Virgo. They sit next to each other. So we're moving from one to the other absolutely through this month. On Sunday, the 15th of August, we do have a wonderful movement of Venus into the sign of Libra. This is one of the best places for Venus to be because it is a sign of relationships, harmony, equilibrium, contractual agreements, justice, things coming together in a very nice, balanced way. So I would say many times this can be reconciliations that come up in love, bringing more balance back to our personal life, and really connecting and maybe even unifying together with other people. It's an excellent time for that. That will be with us for about 28 days. Venus stays in one sign for almost 4 weeks, not quite, about 3.5-ish. So Thursday the 19th, Uranus, our planet that rules Aquarius, that is our radical, our revolutionary kind of energy. That is going into retrograde to join all the other outer planets, the ones that are outside the asteroid belt. They will all be in retrograde at that point. Uranus will be in retrograde until January 18th, 2022, so it will be in that retrograde motion for the rest of the year. So for all my Aquarius folks, that is your ruling planet. That does have a little more impact on you. You may feel that you're drawing within a little bit more, reviewing plans, reviewing what you want to create for the future. That may go into effect. I would also say that, for all signs, the sign of Uranus, the planet of Uranus is very much about our future. It's about the way we want to, idealize the future in some ways. It's a very futuristic energy, and it is also about radical, transformational change. It really shakes up the status quo and gets things moving. So we may see a lot of, that forward movement or momentum come in for review. It's a very important time always when our planets are in retrograde, but don't be too nervous about it because that's a very normal retrograde that we experience every year. All of those planets between Jupiter on through Pluto are retrograde about 5 months out of the year. And so it's really normal for us to go through those cycles of, creation, manifestation, and then, doing that review to make sure that we're on track. Sunday the 22nd, the sun moves from Leo into the sign of Virgo. Virgo, again, is all about organization. It's all about detailed work, service towards humanity, health, habits, routines. It's detox, it's purging, it's letting certain things go. This is a powerful beginning of times of cleansing, clarity. For some it can be the greater harvest because Virgo is that agricultural sign, bringing in the wheat, bringing in the harvest, right? And we're starting to see that kind of energy. Virgo is also our last sign of the summer. So it will be our last month in our summertime solstice energy until we move into into the sign of Libra that begins autumn in September. On Sunday the 29th, we have Mercury moving signs yet again. It goes through 3 signs this month. Very interesting. It's going to move into the sign of Libra. And so that again attunes our minds to harmony, equilibrium, relationship happiness, letting bygones be bygones if possible, forgiving the past and moving forward. Very dynamic month ahead, guys. I actually really like this energy. It's not too up and down. It's not too crazy. We have a lot of good things. Oh, let me remember our full moon. I don't think I noted our full moon down as I was making all my notes. So let me make sure to bring that one up, because that, of course, is always important to me as well, is to note the full moon. That's happening the same day as the sun enters Virgo. So that's going to be a dynamic day. Sunday the 22nd. Definitely mark that down in your calendars. That's going to be a busy day because the sun will enter the sign of Virgo, and at the same time, we're going to be celebrating our full moon in the magical sign of Pisces. The full moon in Pisces, to me, is one of the most absolutely magical and spiritually attuned full moons that we ever experience in the year, and so definitely don't miss that. Great time for any kind of tuning into connecting with your angels, to the divine, because it is a moon that makes things very sensitive to the spiritual world, and connecting with, angels, ancestors, passed on loved ones, anyone that has messages for you on the other side, very strongly can come in during a Pisces full moon. So very excited, guys. Thank you for watching this breakdown of the astrology of August 2021, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.